And we are live. Happy Sunday, everyone. Greetings, greetings. Whether it's good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, different parts of the world. Welcome, welcome to Digital Business Chronicles, where I have an amazing guest today by the name of Tracy. I am honored and blessed to have her on my platform talking about her journey as a digital business owner. As you all know, we're both digital business owners, and we're here to bring awareness about what this amazing digital business is doing for us and the type of things and benefits that it gives to individuals and families, such as Tracy and myself. So, without talking too much, I'm going to pass it over to Miss Tracy, my amazing digital business colleague, so she can introduce herself and tell us about her. Go ahead, Tracy.
Hi, thanks very much, Crystal. Thank you very much for inviting me on to your platform.
Absolutely.
It's an honor
Absolutely.
to be here.
Me too. Me too.
Right, so I'm Tracy. All right. I'm 57 years old. I'm a mother of three girls that are
Wow.
now 26, 23, and 18.
Wow. Wow.
I live in Spain. I'm originally from London, England, but I've been living in Spain for over 30 years now. I've been here forever.
Wow.
I've
Beautiful.
got lots of animals as well. I got seven dogs, 11 cats.
Ooh.
I'm
Wow.
busy.
Very busy. Very, very busy.
Yep. And I've got my dad with me as well. He lives with me. He's 95 and he lives with me. Yeah.
Wow. 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 So I love that you shared that you are a mom with three amazing daughters. You're a fur baby mom because you have a couple of animals, you said, right? And you have your dad living with you. That's a really amazing. And you're really busy because that's not easy. And with that being said, let me ask you, what got you into this digital business?
Well, yeah. What got me into this? Well, uh, the time actually, it was probably about a year before I actually got into this business, or when I started looking for something, because I was really overwhelmed at work. I was it was generally a 5 day week, but it's like an hour commuting there,
Mhm.
an hour back. So, like you're like 12 hours out of the house, Monday to Friday, and sometimes Saturdays, according to when it was the busy period. And you just, and I was really stressed. It was a job that was giving me stress. I wasn't enjoying it. So,
Mhm.
and it was difficult to keep, well, as you can imagine, because the kids were younger then,
Yes.
and trying to manage the house, the animals, the kids. It was just too much. And finances weren't brilliant at that time as well. When sometimes you have those unexpected expenses that come up every now and again.
Yes.
Oh dear. And you think to yourself, oh my God, there must be more to life, so to speak.
Yes.
There must be
Yes.
something else. So I started looking. I started doing lots of things to help my mindset at that time as well. Meditation. That's when I found out about law of attraction as well. I got into that, and I was really looking for something that I could do online because I didn't have any more time. Right. So as I said, 5 or 6 days a week.
It's a lot.
I didn't have any more time. And I thought I need to do something that to begin with, because I needed a little bit more money, right? But also
Absolutely.
thinking, well, if it was anything that was good, if it took off, if it was going well then, maybe I could do like part-time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, seeing how it goes. And so with looking and deciding what to do, because I was looking to actually maybe if I could have some type of digital product, yeah, maybe if had a course or a knowledge that I have, maybe I could share that knowledge and maybe do a course
Yes.
or whatever. You're thinking of all these things that you could do. And I started looking actually at like automated systems, which is something that we've got in this business. So you don't have to worry about that. And I was looking for that, how you could do that, how you can do those automated emails, how this, that, and the other, a
Yes.
web page. So I guess doing that type of stuff, that's when it came into my news feed. And I followed up on it, and here I am 6 years later, because I've been in the business 6 years now. So
You are a vet. Oh my God. Oh my God. 6 years.
yeah.
Wow. 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 I know I can learn so much from you. Oh my God. This is amazing. 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 And it's a blessing to definitely have you on to spill all the beans and share me your knowledge. I love it, Tracy. I love it. And with that being said, tell me, when you started your business, what changes did you see with your dynamics as being a mom, juggling work and everything? What did that look like? How did that change for you?
For a start, it gave me hope. I found something that gave me hope.
Yes.
I could see that there was light at the end of the tunnel. So to begin with, I had hope when I took it on. It was like, um, uh, what do they call it? Like a life jacket or something like that. You found something that you can hold on to.
Yes.
Um, so to begin with, you felt better because of that. And then
Absolutely.
going through the process, I mean, right from the off, um, you just started meeting people from our group, our business partners, started meeting people,
Yes.
finding out about their journey as well, and you're like, wow, 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 wow.
Yes. Yes.
You know what it's like. And so it was yeah, that was a different dynamic. And of course, learning about it, I was really interested in doing the training. I was like, once I decided on this, it was like, right, onto the training. And just that, which is also fantastic. And I just went straight in with all the illusion, all the hope and illusion, and so yeah, great. And then so it helped you mentally, and if you're better up
Absolutely.
here, everything falls into place better, right? So
Absolutely. 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 And tell me, what would you tell people who are like, oh, I'm skeptical? Is this a scam? Is this really real? What do you tell people who are thinking like that and they're on the fence about this amazing digital business that we're doing?
yeah, I mean, nobody's going to know unless they come into it and do it themselves. Because as much as, I mean, if you're skeptical, if you're doubtful, you're going to doubt all the proof that you have been shown, or you are being shown, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
um and if you've got doubts, if you're not sure about it, I mean, you can just try it, because you're not going to lose anything for trying, right? You just
Absolutely.
look into it. And if it's not what you're interested in, if it's not for you, but that's how you're going to know if it's true or not,
That's right.
by
That's
trying,
right. That's
because nobody can convince you in that sense. You have to see for your own eyes.
absolutely. Absolutely. And how about the people who sit and say, I don't have any business in advertising or marketing. I'm not tech savvy. What do you tell for people like that? Because I know I was one of those people, and that's one of the things that made me stand on the fence before I even joined. Because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know anything about social media. What do you tell someone like that?
Well, that was actually one of kind of like things that really got me interested in this, because, as I mentioned before, I was looking to do different things. Of course, I was looking for website here, automated system here, something to sell there, and how you would promote it, what would you do, the marketing, that. So I was looking at all these things separately, and then this business came along where it was all there. It
Complete
was all
package.
there. So
That's
you didn't have to worry about that. You didn't have to look for things. And not just is it all there, but it's done. As you know, the automated system is done. We've got a training which is fantastic, which is basically what you're learning is about marketing and that type of stuff. Yeah. So just how to get yourself out there, how to get yourself on social media. And so being tech savvy, you don't really need to, as long as you know how to set up an email account, so to speak. Yeah. I mean, it's just
yes.
user knowledge that we need. Yeah, because all the other sort of like more technical and complicated stuff is already done for us. We've got an automated system that's already in place, right? And as I mentioned before, we've got the training, which is just going through the training. We have weekly meetings of the whole community where
Yeah.
we are updated on things, and we learn a lot more, and we're in contact with our people all the time. So yeah, it isn't really overwhelming. It's not at all. It's really quite, it's entertaining. It's fun.
Beautiful. That's right. That's right. You hear what Tracy's saying, that pretty much you come as you are, but I'm going to emphasize with the willingness and the openness to learn and absorb information, because you don't have to have any prior experience, because there is a well crafted, user friendly video based training site, and it comes in multiple languages. And as you can see, we are global because I'm located in Maryland, and my digital business partner, Tracy, she's all the way in Spain. So you're meeting people all the time that is like minded. So you're surrounded with so much support, and you're never alone. I appreciate you elaborating on that. Now, on top of that, do we have any? Is there a time that someone might say, "Oh, I feel overwhelmed, possibly, if I was to do this? Will I have somebody to help me get myself set up or get my business set up?" Is there any assistance or guidance with that?
Yeah, there is. Because you get assigned a mentor and a coach, and apart from the fact that you've got the community, so of course your direct contact is with a mentor, and that person is the one that is gonna hold your hand, basically, which is going to really help you to set yourself up.
That's
And
right.
then once you set yourself up, once you know, it's like learning how to ride a bike. They'll teach you how to ride a bike, but then once you're on the bike, that's it, you're off. Yeah.
That's it.
So and people are always there. There's always a time, like all of us. Social media and everything changes all the time. Yeah, the platforms sometimes do updates, like Facebook do updates, don't they? And they change the platform a little bit, or they change their policies a little bit. So we might have an update in our training, which will teach you about that, but you've got your mentor, you've got your coach that remind you, hey, there's been an update. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's see how that's affecting you. So yeah. So yeah, you've got as I said, a mentor, a coach, and then you've got the community. So you're
Beautiful.
not on your own ever.
That is the key. I think that's what makes our digital business different and distinctive from other digital businesses, whereby you're never alone. You have that support 24/7, there for you to leverage on and help build your business and give you that success that you need, and help you with, tools, strategies, and techniques to make you successful by leveraging your colleagues, which are your business partners or your mentor or your coach. They're not going to do the work for you, of course. They will not do it for you, but you have that support there, which is really, really important. And my next question would be, Tracy, is, are we selling any products? Because somebody might sit and say, do we have to go bugging people or knocking at my friends or family's doors to get them to buy products to have a digital business? What would you tell someone when they ask you that?
No, what we doing, or what you would be doing if you came into it, is just kind of like marketing yourself, marketing a lifestyle, showing a lifestyle. You don't have to mention anything about products. You don't have to try and convince somebody to purchase a certain product or anything like that. We've got an automated system that takes care of
Right.
kind of like that side. Yeah. But you don't, no, you don't have to. No, it's just it's attraction marketing. We do attraction marketing, right? So it's just the lifestyle that working online gives you. Yeah, that's what is attractive. That
Yes.
that is what it's about.
Yes.
Yeah, if you've got an
Elaborate.
online business,
Elaborate on what is that lifestyle, please, and what is it about, and
exactly.
what's the difference with that and going to work? What's the difference, please? Oh, I
Wow.
love that.
Yeah, I mean, loads of difference. I mean, look at the what we were mentioning before about when you are working and you're out of the house 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So, you don't see the family and everything. So,
That's right.
um, when you're working from, well, your digital business, your online business. I say work from home, yeah, because we generally are home, right? But it doesn't have to be. It could be anywhere, right? You can, take it where you like with you. You just need an internet connection. That's all. To connect to
Absolutely.
people, you just need an internet connection. But you can take it anywhere. You can dedicate the time that you need to, you want to, and you can, if you understand what I mean. It's not like the job where you have to be 9 to 5. You can be flexible with your time. The best time of the day that it suits you. Like, for instance, if the kids have gone to sleep in the evening, that might be the best time for you. And people do this job as well as work as well, because they can fit it in and because they like their work, right? But the idea of having the online business is having that extra income that can actually end up replacing your full-time job. Um, Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a bit of a bad throat.
So
And also, I lost my track of thought there. Yeah, I mean, the flexibility, that's one thing. What about the expenses? I mean, all right, this is having a digital business. If you was to have a brick and mortar business, then
yes.
you'd have to be paying rent, light, um, storing products or whatever it is that you're doing, etc. And even if you're working, you've got to commute, which you might have to do even if you've got the brick and mortar business and it's your own business.
Right.
But working online, it's a lot more, um, you know, uh, cost effective in that sense, yeah, because you can do it from home. Most people do have a laptop, a smartphone. Everybody's got nowadays. So that's basically all you need as regards to your hardware, right? And you got to put a light on in your house anyway, so you're not sort of like using any more electricity or anything, right? So
That's right.
yeah, so it's so good in that. I mean, it gives you so much more freedom, right? It's much more flexible, gives you so much more freedom.
Yes, yes. I love those key points. You have said so many key points, Tracy, and pain points. Pain points, you talked about the parenting, you talked about the commuting, um, finance, expenses, that vulnerability, where the paycheck is never enough, you know, and also the commuting, the long hours, the traffic, because those are I resonate with those things because I know what it feels like to be commuting in traffic, going from one job to another. You're missing out on milestones with your children. You're like, oh my God, who'll put them on the bus? Who'll get them off the bus? Who'll get them ready? Who'll make dinner? Who'll make them breakfast? Are they getting dressed appropriately? Are they safe when they're going to school or coming from school? All those
Mm.
worries of uncertainty. Um, but when you have your own digital business, you can do it in the comfort of your home or whatever that looks like to you, so long as there's reliable Wi Fi, laptop, and a phone. I love how you gave the differences. And I know many people who maybe are watching or that will catch the replay can resonate with your pain points that you mentioned earlier and about the lifestyle. Definitely, it's all about the lifestyle because it gives you that freedom to manage your day and your time. And most of us, I know I still work as a nurse, and I know that it gets a little time consuming, but you have to, you make it work with time management, right? But as a digital business owner, you have that flexibility and you don't have to worry about your job dictating what your days look like, um, or your job telling you how much you're worth and getting paid per hour. You don't have to because this amazing business gives you that time flexibility, which a lot of parents are looking for. It gives you, like you said, a sense of hope, and it gives you that, there's a green light at the end of the tunnel. You're not going to spend your whole life just wait until you're, I think, what is it, 65 or 70 over here when you
Mm.
retire and when you're older. You don't have to wait that long because you're building all of that here in this amazing
Mm.
digital business. So I love how you talked about that. I resonate with you too because you said you have your dad with you, because I know what that feels like. Because I used to struggle too with my mom that's with me to go to doctor's appointments. What does that look like when you're trying to go to work 12, 16-hour
Mm.
shifts? When do you have time to go to doctor's appointments? Like, what does that look like? It was a struggle. So I resonate with you and I highlight these things because I know when people catch this replay, they can resonate with one of us or both of us, because that is what most people's pain points are. And that's what brought us into this community, to want that time freedom. We want to create financial independence and financial growth, and not depend on our careers or jobs to give us that. So amazing. And now, when you talk about time freedom, tell me, if I ask you, time plus money equals freedom, what does that mean to you, Tracy? Time plus money equals freedom. How do you analyze that? What does that look like to you? And is this business giving you that?
Well, yeah, because, as we mentioned before, being able to just choose your times, to work, and the fact that you've got the freedom to do things that you need to do at home, with your family, as you mentioned about doctor's appointments. That's what happens also with my dad, the
Yeah.
same, or the doctor or the dentist, or you and the same with the children, right? When you've got the children, you also need to take them to these, the doctor, the dentist, the optician, or whatever.
Tell me about it.
And
Never ends.
so so that freedom comes, that's to be able to do it, of course, is where you need the finance, right? Because it's not just a case of staying at home and not making any money, because then that's not giving you the freedom. You're going to be worried. You need money, right, to live. So you need to find some form of income. So that's why you have a job, right? So this is your own business. So you're your own boss, and that's where your finances are coming in from there, as I mentioned before, or a backup to what you're doing, or even to replace a full-time job. And
Absolutely.
that's where that's where the freedom, the financial freedom, comes in to it. Apart from the fact that this business as well, what you can earn, well, it's there's a whole array of earning potential there,
Oh yeah.
right? As you know,
Oh yes.
it's not limited to, you can, that is how, like you mentioned before about how much you're worth an hour. It's not limited to that.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
it's like that. So the earning potential is there, and we need the finance to live, and that's where the freedom comes in, with the idea of financial freedom, the idea of time freedom. Yeah.
Beautiful. You just said it so beautiful. I always elaborate on my posts and when I'm talking about time plus money equals freedom. And I know that, yes, some might sit and say my job pays me 6, 7 figures, but you're sacrificing something. Definitely, you're sacrificing
Mhm.
something. The higher you go, the more money you make in your job or your career. But in this amazing digital business, no. You are your own boss. You determine what your days and hours and time is
Mhm.
spent and what it looks like. So that's the amazing part about it. Now tell me, what is the difference to you being a business owner versus being an employee? What does that like? What is the difference? And was that a difficult transition for you?
Um, no, it wasn't a difficult transition. Well, on the one hand, you do have to have kind of like more discipline when you're your own boss, because you haven't got anybody telling you what to do
That's
or
right.
how to do it. That consciousness. Yeah. Like you can say to yourself, I'll do that later. It's all right. I'll do that later. No, you've got to say, how about if my boss is saying to me, Tracy, you have to do this or whatever, this needs to be done by the end of the day. Say, for instance, before you go home from work, this has to be done. Right. That's kind of like what you have to tell yourself. But of course, as we mentioned before, it's not that strict 9 to 5 stuff. So you have got that flexibility and freedom. And that's also the great thing, because that's also one of the differences, isn't it? With somebody telling you what to do and how to do it. Um, well, I guess, in that sense, you can lose a little bit of your own creativity, which you've got when you've got your own online business. You can be creative. You can also find, things that you can actually take the you mentioned it before about time management. So with you being your own boss, you time manage. Whereas if you're working there, you've got that. time that you have to do the stuff and you're told what to do and how to do it, right? Because normally it's kind of like controlled in that environment, and you've got more flexibility to be creative in this business. So you can
Absolutely.
be more creative and you can explore other aspects of your of your being, of your personality, that maybe if you're working in more of a controlled environment you can't do, because you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to be creative if that isn't what's called for on your job. And as we mentioned about managing time and managing other things, if you're the one that is controlling it, then you're exploring that aspect of you. And that's one of the things also that many people say when they do this business, they learn so much about themselves, what they can do, what they
Yeah.
are capable of doing,
Yes.
and how they can, yeah, how what they, because you are managing like your own business.
Right.
And of course you're not managing, you don't have to be managing sort of like workers like you would if you were um, a boss over workers,
That's right.
right, in the physical world. So you don't have to worry about that aspect of it, which is also a strain and a
Yes.
worry and stress for people,
Absolutely.
so you're not you don't have people in that sense, they're not kind of like relying on you directly or you relying on them directly in the controlled 9 to 5 job
Yeah.
environment, where sometimes you is the influence of others over you over others, is can cause a lot of stress. Mm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is why I come back to sit and say that this digital business is amazing, because for me, I know it can cure depression, anxiety of the unknown, all your worries, because again, a lot of people are worried about finances, a lot of homes, relationships, marriages. They're stressed because it boils down to finances. So now, if you have this amazing golden business on your lap and you're working it and you're running it, I should say, in the comfort of your home, or whether it's your kitchen or you're on a resort somewhere, or whether you've traveled to Cancun, you're still running your business. And there is automation running in the background for you when you're doing the important things that are benefit to you and your family or loved ones. This business, that is what it's about. And it's bringing you, of course, what is the word? There is no ceiling to your income potential. Unlike your job, that of course there's a maximum, there's a cap. But in this industry, as digital business owners, there is no ceiling. And the beautiful part is that you have access to people and you associate with people who are making 7, 6, 8 figures, 5 figures, because you're able to learn from them their strategies and techniques that you can apply to your business to make it successful. So you cannot go wrong. And I'm going to tap into something you said, Tracy, which is my last question. How is personal development and constant learning, is that important in this business?
Yeah, yeah, because you need to be able to learn in that sense. So which you mentioned at the beginning as well, having that, you need to learn, you have to do the work yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. What you need to do. And the personal development thing, as we mentioned as well before, that it's continuous, because
Right.
you're learning stuff about yourself, you're challenging yourself as well,
Yes.
like like what we're doing now.
Yes.
Would you have thought of doing that before? It wouldn't have even occurred
Nope.
to you.
Nope.
Going live, talking about whatever, even just going live just to say hello, and that's it. And that's actually, that is a challenge for most people,
A
is
lot.
doing a live, right?
A
Yeah.
lot.
In fact, doing an interview is easier than just going live and just talking to the screen about something.
Yes.
It's good to do it. Why not? It's just the fact of being able to talk, express yourself. You're learning how to express yourself, because at the end of the day, this is also kind of like a people's business, right? We're in contact with people. Like, people are watching us now. We need to be able to communicate
That's
what
right.
we need to communicate to them.
Right.
We need to do it. We can do it visually with images. Um, we can do it with videos, with talking, which we are doing. And these are all ways of communicating. I'm sorry, I've got the cat.
It's
she's,
okay. It is okay.
she's, she's jumping all over me.
He wants your attention.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, and so there's a lot about self-development, and it's because it's also an interior exploration, because as we mentioned before,
Absolutely.
because it is your business and you are doing it yourself, you're learning different things about yourself, and you need to learn how to do this. And yeah, so it's a development all the time, yeah, which is good.
It's amazing. It's
It's good.
amazing.
Keep learning,
I
keep learning.
Yes, you never stop learning until you close your eyes. That's what life is about. And that's also the growth. And I always say growth and success is not linear. It has its peaks, its valleys, but just keep going and be consistent with what you're doing. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just keep going. Um,
Mm.
I love how you talked about, we're here to help people. You mentioned that. And that's really that's something that taps into my core value and it aligns with me so much. Just both of us being here, giving value to people, bringing awareness about this amazing opportunity for people who are interested in looking for a way to create additional source of income, for people who have a strong desire for change, and they want more for themselves, just like how we both wanted more and didn't want to just only end at our jobs and careers. There is a higher calling bigger than the money. For me, especially, money is great, is good, and that is definitely in abundance in this amazing digital community. But the biggest takeaway I have is giving back, to serve people, to impact everyday people that are like me and like you, who want that change. And I know the state that I was in when I came into the business. Before I came in, I was depressed, anxious of the unknown, worried about so many things. And when I came into the business, I could breathe and say, "Oh my God, there is a way out. It will get better. There's light at the tunnel." It feels so good to be able to impact people and make a difference and be able to give them that guidance and mentor them, to show them that there is a way that you can come out of that financial rut. There is a way that definitely life can change, which it will enable you to live life on your own terms and turn your dreams into reality, as they always say in the business. It sounds cliche, but it's really real. And it feels so fulfilling. And I just want to tap into that to let people know that we are here to serve people. For the ones who want a change, not for the ones who don't want a change or who are not ready to invest in themselves. We are here to give you that guidance and to give you that awareness. And before we go, Tracy, tell people if they want to do their due diligence and learn more about this business. Is there any webinars or information sessions that they can tap into to learn more about this business?
Yeah, absolutely. 2 times a week, we have the live webinar, yeah, or live workshop. And then if you've already registered, um, by sending an email to Crystal's, or from a web page, right?
Yes.
Or from there, from what you're showing there, your web page,
And tell them
and
yours
you
too.
register.
Yours. Yeah, tell them yours also, please.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Well, I didn't write mine down there, but
Oh yeah,
but
let
yeah,
them
but
know
but
yours.
yeah, it's my name. It's tracytobert.com. That's all.
Okay.
So it's yeah. So you just register there, right? And as you registered, automatically you can see the latest replay, right, of the last live webinar that happened. And there's also a shorter 20-minute version,
That's right.
okay, which is a recorded version, which you can see, which like just goes like more straight to the point. And then as you've registered, you'll get notifications to tell you that the live session is going to happen, and you can join the live session. So when you do join the live session, you can see that it is actually a live session. All right.
That's
It's not
right.
like they're saying it's a live session, and it's not. It is, because you can ask questions in the chat and they will answer in the chat.
Yes. I
It,
love
it
it.
is absolutely
I
a
love
live
it.
one. Yep.
Beautiful. Tracy, give them your website one more time and just spell out your last name so that whoever catches the replay, if they definitely can resonate with you, align with you, and they can feel your pain points and they feel your energy, they can reach out to you, or even your Facebook, your business page, where they can at least go look you up, because that's
Yeah.
also a way to validate that this is real and we're real live people here to help get them set up and going. Let them know again,
Yeah.
sis.
Yeah. Well, my page is Tracy Ann Marketing. And the website is Tracy and then Tobutt, which is TOBUTT.com.
Beautiful. And what social
Nice
media
and easy.
platform are you using?
I usually use Facebook.
Facebook? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. You have heard it all from Tracy. I, first of all, again, with so much gratitude and humility, thank you for blessing this platform with your presence, your grace, your knowledge. It was amazing. Your smiles, your energy. Thank you so, so much. I know your time is precious. I know you've impacted at least one person today to inspire them to want to know more about this business. Even if it's just to get one new follower, that's what it's about. Impacting people one step at a time, one day at a time. I am so humbled. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank you.
without further ado, this is the end of our Digital Business Chronicles. Happy Sunday, everyone, and have a blessed and amazing Sunday and continue winning intentionally. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Crystal. And thanks, everybody.
Bye
Been lovely
bye.
being here.